Hello, hello, welcome. Good evening. Thank you very much for being in class, guys. I really appreciate, I feel very happy to be here again. Ready for the action? Yes, I am, or no, I'm not.
Yes, I am, of course.
Excellent, brother. Excellent. Forever and ever. Water, water, water. Okay, everybody, English is, don't cry, Tatiana, don't cry. Tatiana, the class, the class. Okay,
Hola, hello.
Hello,
Hola,
hello,
hello.
Helen. Hello, hello, welcome.
Thank you.
Everybody, please, English is easy. 1, 2, 3.
English is
English
easy.
is easy.
Here's the secret. Practice.
Practice,
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 and
practice,
practice.
practice, practice.
Excellent. Do you practice in your house? Yes or no? Be honest.
Yes,
Yes, yes.
Sometimes, yes.
sometimes.
Mhm.
Not in my
But-
house, but in my work, yes.
Excellent. Very good. Very good.
Every single day.
You do every single day. I think of the times when you were a hammer and I'm blue. Get to get away. Ahí está. Get you out. Siga, siga. Get you out of my mind. I'm caught up in time.
Karaoke no quería más.
Karaoke tomorrow. Karaoke tomorrow.
Good
We
idea.
must to have a class
Yo,
about
los viernes hacemos karaoke in the classes.
Good.
Good. Friday, by only 10 minutes, 15 minutes, okay. 20 minutes, okay. 20
Great
minutes.
idea.
With
But
song,
is but not is karaoke of bookies, temerarios, not.
no, only English, only English.
Okay.
Me va a tocar traducirla, cantarla en inglés.
Yes, yes. And te quiero un porce. No.
No desviemos, no nos
Salvador,
desviemos.
no, come on, Salvador. I love Bad Bunny. No. Okay. Today, the first activity is the book. I told you yesterday that we are going to read a book in this class. The book is very important, very interesting. The book is called The Elephant Man. The Elephant Man. Okay, we are going to have an exam of this book.
Good.
Excellent. Very is necessary. And you are going to read this book, but with the audio. I have the audio. I'm going to share the audio with you right now. Give me 1 second. Okay, very good. For when you read the book, guys, when you read the book, it is necessary, or a good recommendation is that you can do 3 activities. Activity 1, listen. Number 2, listen and repeat. Listen and repeat. You can repeat 1 line or 2 lines, maybe even 3 lines. It's your decision. But activity 1, listen.
Good evening.
Good evening, yeah, welcome. Activity 1, listen. Activity 2, listen and repeat. You listen, stop, repeat. listen, stop, and repeat. In activity 3, read alone. Only you. Imitation. Okay, pay attention.
I can hear it.
You don't listen? Okay.
No,
Listen. Me too.
Chahain, teacher Chahain. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Chapter 1. The Creature in the Shop. My name is Dr. Frederick Treves. I am a doctor at the London Hospital. One day,
do you
in
listen?
1884,
Yeah.
Yes.
I saw a picture in the window of a shop near the hospital. I stopped in front of the shop and looked at the picture. At first, I felt interested. Then I felt angry. Then afraid. It was a horrible, ugly picture. There was a man in the picture, but he did not look like...
Very good. You listen. Okay, first you
Mhm.
listen. Number 2, listen and repeat. Repeat in your house, please. No microphones. When I stop, you repeat.
Chapter 1. The Creature in the Shop. My name is Dr. Frederick Treves. I am a doctor at the London Hospital.
Stop, repeat. Hospital.
One day, in 1884, I saw a picture in the window of a shop near the hospital.
Repeat. Your house, no microphones.
I stopped in front of the shop and looked at the picture.
Repeat. Stopped in front of the shop and looked at the picture.
At first, I felt interested. Then I felt angry. Then afraid.
At first, repeat. At first, I felt interested. Then I felt angry. Then afraid.
It was a horrible, ugly picture. There was a man in the picture.
It was a horrible, ugly picture. There was a man in the picture. Very good. Now, activity number 3, read alone. Imitation, imitating. For example, pay attention. My name is Dr. Frederick Treves. I am a doctor at the London Hospital. One day in 1884, I saw a picture in the window of a shop near the hospital. I stopped in front of the shop and looked at the picture. At first, I felt interested. Then I felt angry. Then afraid. It was a horrible, ugly picture. There was a man in the picture. So you imitate the reader, the person that is reading. I need 2 volunteers for the imitation. 2 volunteers for the imitation. Who's a me teacher? No, yes, Helen, very good. Helen and Francisco, thank you. Helen, start, please.
Okay. My name is Dr. Frederick Treves. I am a doctor at the London Hospital. One day in one, ay, no sé cómo se dice. Mira,
1884.
1884. 1884. One day in 1820.
One day
One day
1884.
in 1884, I saw a picture in the window of a shop near the hospital. I stopped in front of the shop and looked at the picture. At first, I felt interested, then I felt angry, then afraid. It was a horrible, ugly picture. There was a man in the picture.
Very good. Continue, Francisco.
The same text.
The same text.
Okay. My name is Dr. Frederick Trips. I am a doctor at the London Hospital. One day in 1884, I saw a picture in the window of a shop near the hospital. I stopped in front of the shop and looked at the picture. At first, I felt interested, then I felt angry, then afraid. It was a horrible, ugly picture. There was a man in the picture.
Excellent job. Very good. Okay, in this moment, I am going to send, okay, the book in the group of WhatsApp and the audio in groups. Please, 10 minutes, practice reading the book. Page 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Remember, listen and repeat. And 3, read. Imitation. Okay?
Great, teacher.
Thank you. Let me see. Please check your WhatsApp in 1 minute. Let me see. The Elephant Man. Give me 1 second. Mhm. Now, yes, check your WhatsApp and I send you the audio. Okay, guys, go ahead, please. Lights, camera, action.
Bye. No sé quién leería ahorita. Eli
Sí,
o Gaby o Belki.
que ahorita
Mm,
vamos a, quiero ver, primero
Ajá.
la pone y después repetimos, vea. O ahorita
Creo
que
que ahorita toca listen and repeat, ¿ve?
read, quiero ver, primero es read along, no, listen
No,
and
yo creo.
repeat.
Ajá,
Ujú. Ve, ponga una primera frase y después repetimos.
ajá.
Ah, vaya.
He did not look like a man. Chapter 1. The Creature in the Shop. My name is Dr. Frederick Treves. I am a doctor at the London Hospital.
Hasta ahí, ¿ve?
Sí.
Yes. Ujú.
Yo inicio.
Quiere cada
Usted.
uno repite una frase. Vaya, empieza usted si
Mm,
quiere con la primera y
Va,
nosotros la segunda y la tercera.
va.
Ok.
Sería Chapter 1. The Creature in the Shop. My name is Dr. Frederick Treves. I am a doctor at the London Hospital.
Okay.
One day, in 1884, I saw a picture in the window of a shop near the hospital.
Ok, voy yo.
Ujú.
One day in 1884, I saw a picture in the window of a shop near the hospital.
I stopped in front of the shop and looked at the picture.
Eh,
Me.
I,
¿O quién va?
¿Usted?
okay. I stopped in the front of the shop and looked at the picture.
Solo una cosa, cuando diga haga énfasis en qué verbo en pasado. I stopped, I looked,
Okay.
para que se oiga que estamos
Right.
diciéndolo en
Mhm.
pasado.
I stopped in front of the shop and looked at the picture.
Okay.
At first, I felt interested. Then I felt angry. Then afraid.
¿Quién sí?
Me.
Eli,
At at first I felt interested, then and feel angry, then I felt
afraid.
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 Ujú. Ahora yo veo otra vez. Solo somos cuatro.
Sí.
Va.
It was a horrible, ugly picture. There was a man in the picture.
It was a horrible, ugly picture. There was a man in the picture.
Sí. Vale, hoy read along. Si quiere
Chapter
empieza usted y lo lee todo de una sola vez.
¿Cómo? Todo de un solo.
Hoy va usted, léalo todo de un solo.
Ah, vaya. Sí, ahorita ya no ponemos la grabación, ¿verdad?
No, ahora nos toca el paso 3, que es read along. Leerlo solito,
Vaya.
sin escuchar.
Bye. Chapter 1. The creature in the shop. My name is Dr. Frederick Treves. I am a doctor at the London Hospital. One day in 1884, I saw a picture in the window of a shop near the hospital. I stopped in front of the shop and looked at the picture. At first, I felt interested. Then I felt angry. Then afraid. It was a horrible, ugly picture. There was a man in the picture.
Okay, voy yo. My name is Dr. Frederick Treves. I am a doctor at the London Hospital. One day in 1884, I saw a picture in the window of a shop near the hospital. I stopped in front of the shop and looked at the picture. At first, I felt interested. Then I felt angry. Then afraid. It was horrible, ugly picture. There was a man in the picture. ¿Quién sigue?
Gaby.
Okay, vaya, dice. My name is Dr. Frederick Trees. I am a doctor at the London Hospital. One day in 1884, I saw a picture in the window of a shop near the hospital. I stopped in front of the shop. I looked at the picture. At first, I feel interesting, then I feel angry, then afraid. It was a horrible, ugly picture. There was a man in the picture.
Who's next?
Next,
Ellen.
Well, my name is Dr. Frederick Trill. I am a doctor at the London Hospital. One day in 1884, I saw a picture in the window of a shop near the hospital. I stopped in front of the shop and looked at the picture. At first, I felt interested, then I felt angry, then afraid. It was a horrible, only
Horrible.
horrible,
Horrible.
only
Horrible.
horrible,
Ajá.
only ugly picture. There was a man in the picture.
Ok. No sé si tenemos tiempo para hacerlo otra vez, todo.
Ujú. Bye. Lo vuelvo a leer, ¿verdad?
Pasamos las
No,
cuatro.
yeah, no, continue with page number 3. The next page.
Ah, ok.
Ah,
Ok.
Acá.
vale. Ah, pues voy a poner el audio.
Ok.
Chapter 1. The creature in the shop.
Espérenme.
Anne looked at me carefully. Then he took the cigarette out of his mouth.
The creature in the shop. My name is Dr. Frederick Trips. I am a doctor at the London Hospital. One day in 1884, I saw a picture in the window of a shop near the hospital. I stopped in front of the shop and looked at the picture. At first, I felt thirsty. Then I felt angry, then afraid. It was a horrible, ugly picture. There was a man in the picture.
Okay, let's continue with the audio.
Escuchemos de nuevo para ver la pronunciación. Para ver la pronunciación.
Okay.
Chapter 1. The creature in the shop. My name is Dr. Frederick Treves. I am a doctor at the London Hospital. One day, in 1884, I saw a picture in the window of a shop near the hospital. I stopped in front of the shop and looked at the picture. At first, I felt interested. Then I felt angry. Then afraid. It was a horrible, ugly picture. There was a man in the picture, but he did not.
Continue the next. Okay.
Look like you and me. It was a horrible, ugly picture. There was a man in the picture, but he did not look like you and me. He did not look like a man. He looked like an elephant. I read the writing under the picture. It said, "Come in and see the elephant man, 2 pence." I opened the door and went in. There was a man in the shop. He was a dirty man in an old coat with a cigarette in his mouth. "What do you want?" he asked.
Creo que por ahí,
Hasta ahí podemos, ajá, hasta acá.
ajá,
Sí.
hoy practiquemos esa partecita después de,
Ajá. Pues donde nos quedamos. Quedamos
ajá.
eh,
There was a
dice,
man in the picture, que
there was
prácticamente,
a man in the picture.
ajá.
Ok. De nuevo, quizás en el mismo orden.
Sí, el mismo orden.
Ujú.
Voy pues.
Right.
Okay, there was a man in the picture, but he did not look like you and me. He did not look like a man. He looked like an elephant. I read the writing under the picture. It said, "Come and see the elephant man." 2 pence. I opened the door and went in. There was a man in the shop. He was a dirty man in an old coat with a cigarette in his mouth. But what do you want? He asked.
Okay, next.
Let's go, Sergio. Se le cayó la conexión de nuevo.
Ok, bueno, pues yo.
Vamos, Iván.
There was a man in the picture, but he did not look like you and me. He did not look like a man. He looked like an elephant. I read the writing under the picture. It said, "Come in, see the elephant man." Thanks. I opened the door and went in. There was a man in the shop. He was a dirty man in an old coat with a cigarette in his mouth. "What do you want?" he asked.
Ok, yo creo que Sergio. No.
Hola, acá estoy, solo que me he perdido un poco.
Ok, vas
Ok,
a leer.
solo escuchemos de nuevo la pronunciación. A ver.
Ok.
Sí, está bien. Sí, porque me quedé.
Ok.
It was a horrible, ugly picture. There was a man in the picture, but he did not look like you and me. He did not look like a man. He looked like an elephant. I read the writing under the picture. It said, "Come in and see the elephant man, 2 pence." I opened the door and went in. There was a man in the shop. He was a dirty man in an old coat with a cigarette in his mouth. "What do you want?" he asked.
Okay. So, Sergio.
Okay. Okay. There was a man in the picture, but he did not look like you and me. He didn't look like a man. He looked like an elephant. I read the writing under the picture. It said, "Come on and see the elephant man, 2 pence." I opened the door and went in. There was a man in the shop. He was a dirty man in an old coat with cigarette in the mouth. "What do you want?" he asked Kate.
Ok,
Hasta ahí era,
chicos.
¿verdad?
Sí, hasta ahí. Creo que ya tenemos que salir. Bueno, thank you.
Bueno, gracias.
Bueno, se acabó el tiempo.
Excellent. Very good. That is the idea, right? 3 different ways. Listen, listen and repeat, and imitation. What is a good technique? What is a good technique when you don't know the pronunciation of one word? What do you
Listen.
Listen the word.
Listen.
You
Listen.
listen to the word.
Listen
Very
and
good.
Listen the
repeat.
words.
You listen the word and you listen and repeat too. Very nice. Okay, in this part, do you have any questions with pronunciation? Questions? Yes, Mirna?
Only one word is ogle picture.
Excellent. Very good
Yes.
pronunciation, Mirna. Ugly.
Ugly.
And
Ugly
then you say
picture.
picture. Very good. Picture. Sure. Very good. Other questions?
Not.
No? This pronunciation.
Creature.
Creature.
Look at this. Mirna says
Creature.
picture.
Picture.
Look at this.
Picture.
It's
Creature.
similar. Cre
Creature.
Sure.
Excellent. Creature.
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 Creature in the shop. Okay. Page number 2. Questions in pronunciation here. Oh, by the way, in one group, I heard one student saying, no, give emphasis in the ed. Looked,
Yeah.
injured, stopped, give emphasis. Excellent. That is the idea. That is the idea. Emphasis. But something that I like was when the other student that has the mistake, the other student didn't get angry, didn't say or no, the other student said, thank you, okay, thank you. Very good. Okay, so give emphasis, please.
Teacher,
Yes, Gilberto?
what the sound, the final sound in stop? Is T, D, T or D?
Very good. In this case, it's T.
T.
And then T. I stopped. And then you put together. I stopped in. I stopped in. I stopped in front of the shop. I stopped in. Okay. The strategy is linking sounds. You link a consonant, vowel, the consonant T, and the vowel I. I stopped in front of the shop and looked at consonant, vowel A. Looked at, and looked at the picture. Very good. Excellent, Gilberto. Good question. Question here. This word, said. Similar to tengo sed. Similar. It said, Helen?
Yes, I have a question in one word. Open. I opened.
Excellent. I opened with D.
Opened. Thank
I
you.
opened the door. Opened. I
Ah,
opened the door.
the other word is at me angrily. The man looked at me angrily.
Yes, it's okay.
Así.
Looked at.
Oh.
The man looked at me. Looked at.
Looked at me angrily.
Looked at me angrily. Mhm. Very good. Mouth.
Mouth.
Mouth. Uh-huh. So the idea is listen and repeat. And when you finish, imitation. Okay, quickly let's move to our beautiful, amazing, wonderful book. Yesterday we were talking about how much, how many, how much, how many, how much, how many. Yes? Now it's time to move to a different activity. Pay attention to this beautiful and wonderful activity. You are going to practice listening. Pay attention to this listening activity. We are going to listen to the recording and answer the questions. Action, like or dislike. Comedies, like or dislike. Horror, dislike or like. Love, like or dislike. Foreign, pay attention, please.
Hey Kathy, I'm thinking about renting a movie for tonight's party and I want to know what kind of movies you like.
Okay, what kind of movies do you have in mind?
Well, what about action movies?
I don't really like action movies, too much violence.
Okay, do you like comedies?
Now, I do enjoy comedies.
Fine, well, what do you think of horror movies or love stories?
I'm not really crazy about horror movies, but love stories are often fun to watch. Oh, and I really like foreign films too.
Okay, I'll go to the video store and see what I can find. Thanks. Hey Kathy, I'm thinking about renting a movie for tonight's party and I want to know what kind of movies you like.
Okay, what kind of movies do you have in mind?
Well, what about action movies?
I don't really like action movies, too much violence.
Okay, do you like comedies?
Now, I do enjoy comedies.
Fine, well, what do you think of horror movies or love stories?
I'm not really crazy about horror movies, but love stories are often fun to watch. Oh, and I really like foreign films too.
Okay, I'll go to the video store and see what I can find. Thanks.
Good job. Action. Uh-huh. Action.
Dislike.
Action, dislike.
Dislike.
Like?
Dislike.
Yes.
Excellent. What about comedies?
Like.
Dislike.
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 What about horror?
Dislike.
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 Comedies? Dislike. Love.
Like.
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 Foreign?
Like.
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 Good job. Let's
Teacher.
go. Yes.
What means foreign?
Foreign means movies that are not from the country. Movies that are about other countries.
Other countries.
For example,
Fore-
movies.
foráneo.
Movies
Ah,
from
okay.
China.
Okay. Thanks.
Excellent. You're welcome. In this case, they are talking about foreign movie because they are from the United States. A lot of movies are made in the United States. A lot of movies. Here in El Salvador, we don't have movies from here. We love foreign movies, movies from the USA or other country. Very good. Okay, let's go to the listening script. Pay attention to the listening script. Listen and pay attention.
Hey Kathy, I'm thinking about renting a movie for tonight's party and I want to know what kind of movies you like.
Okay, what kind of movies do you have in mind?
Well, what about action movies?
I don't really like action movies, too much violence.
Okay, do you like comedies?
Now, I do enjoy comedies.
Fine, well, what do you think of horror movies or love stories?
I'm not really crazy about horror movies, but love stories are often fun to watch. Oh, and I really like foreign films too.
Okay, I'll go to the video store and see what I can find. Thanks.
Great job. One more time. Pay attention. Pay attention to the pronunciation, fluency.
Hey Kathy, I'm thinking about renting a movie for tonight's party and I want to know what kind of movies you like.
Okay, what kind of movies do you have in mind?
Well, what about action movies?
I don't really like action movies, too much violence.
Okay, do you like comedies?
Now, I do enjoy comedies.
Fine, well, What do you think of horror movies or love stories?
I'm not really crazy about horror movies, but love stories are often fun to watch. Oh, and I really like foreign films too.
Okay, I'll go to the video store and see what I can find. Thanks.
Very good. Hey, Kathy, I'm thinking about renting a movie for tonight's party. And I want to know, wanna means want to. And I want to know what kind of movies you like. Okay, what kind of movies do you have in mind? Here we have some vocabulary. Have in mind, what is this phrase? What kind of movies you think? Or are you thinking about? Crazy about? That I like a lot. I am not crazy about horror movies. It's like horror movies. Yep. Okay, I copy the link. I send the link in the chat of Zoom. I also share it in WhatsApp. And please, in groups, practice this script. Number one, listen. Pay attention. Number two, quickly listen and repeat. And three, practice, practice, practice. 1, 2, 3, lights, camera, different people, different groups, action.
Okay.
Can you share screen?
Yes.
Okay. Diana, Diana, how are you?
Fine. And you?
I'm good too.
Why you don't turn on your camera?
I'm not in home.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Who is going to share the screen?
Yo, sí, Elena. Elena.
Elena, okay. Thank you.
Lo repasamos. Así.
Vaya.
Hey, Kathy, I'm thinking about renting a movie for tonight's party, and I want to know what kind of movies you like. Okay.
Vaya.
Vaya, no sé quién va a ser. Voy a hacer ahorita yo el hombre y de ahí no sé quién sería la mujer.
Después sigo yo con el de Google.
Hey, Kathy, I'm thinking about renting a movie for tonight's party, and I wanna know what kind of movies you like.
Okay, what kind of movie do you have in mind?
Well, what about action movies?
I don't really like action movie, too much violence.
Okay, do you like comedies?
No, I do enjoy comedies.
Fine. Well, what do you think of horror movies or love stories?
I'm not really crazy about horror movie, but love story are often fun to watch. Of and I really like foreign film too.
Okay, I'll go to the video store and see what I can find. Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.
Ahora la otra pareja.
Ok, voy con él, vea.
Sí, ok.
Okay. Hey, Kathy, I am thinking about
renting a movie for tonight's party, and I wanna know what kind of movies
I
you like.
Okay, what kinds of movies do you have in mind?
Well, what about action movies?
I don't really like action movies too much
violence.
violence.
Okay, do you like comedies?
No, I do enjoy comedies.
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 Fine, well, what do you think of horror movies or love stories?
I am not really crazy about horror movies, but love stories are often fun to watch. Oh, and I really like foreign films too.
Okay, I'll go to the video store and see what I can find. Thanks.
Yes.
Y si ponemos otra vez la grabación,
Bye.
toda, y de
No,
ahí nos cambiamos los papeles.
Okay. Bye.
Hey, Kathy, I'm thinking about renting a movie for tonight's party, and I want to know what kind of movies you like. Okay. What kind of movies do you have in mind? Well, what about action movies? I don't really like action movies. Too much violence. Okay. Do you like comedies? Now, I do enjoy comedies. Fine. Well, what do you think of horror movies or love stories? I'm not really crazy about horror movies, but love stories are often fun to watch. Oh, and I really like foreign films too. Okay, I'll go to the video store and see what I can find. Thanks.
Okay, I want to start the first part. Hey, Kathy, I'm thinking about reading a movie for tonight's party, and I want to know what kind of movie you like.
Okay. What kind of movies do you have in mind?
Well, but what about action movies?
I don't really like action movies. Too much violence.
Okay, do you like comedies?
No, I do enjoy comedies.
Fine. Well, what do you think of horror movies or love stories? Histories.
I'm not really crazy about horror movies, but love stories are often fun to watch. Oh, and I really like foreign films too.
Okay, I go to the video store and see what I can find things.
Okay. Rolando, wait.
Pues vamos a cambiar papeles, Helen.
Okay. Hey, Kathy, I thinking about reading a movie for tonight party, and I wanna know one kind of movies you like.
Okay, what kind of movies do you have in mind?
Well, what about action movies?
I don't really like action movies. Too much violence.
Okay, do you like comedy?
No, hombre. Okay.
Okay, I'm the man. Hey, Carrie, I'm thinking about renting a movie for tonight's party, and I wanna know what kind of movie you like.
Okay, what kind of movie do you have in mind?
Well, what about action movies?
I don't really like action movie. It's too much violence.
Okay, do you like comedies?
Now I do enjoy comedies.
Fine. Well, what do you think of horror movies or love stories?
I am not really crazy about horror movies, but I love stories are often fun to watch. Oh, and I really like foreign films too.
Okay, I'll go to the video store and see what I can find. Thanks.
Cuando te decís en el último The Woman, te dice, but love stories, no es histories, sino que es stories. stories. No pronuncias
Stories.
la ES ni H, sino que stories. Are often found to watch.
Aunque
Te
leo
dice,
often, otros lo
ajá,
pronuncian
te dice,
often.
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 Ajá, pero es, but love stories are often fun to watch. O often. Ahí ya,
Often
como
to
tú lo
watch.
querrás.
Ujú.
Ajá.
Uy, 5 segundos. Chao. Sorry, Laila.
Oh, very good. Question.
Teacher, I have a question with 4 words. And what is the the pronunciation foreign or foreign?
You can say
The-
foreign. Foreign.
Foreign. And the other word is kind. Así.
Excellent. Kind.
Kind.
Similar to kind.
Kind. The other words mind.
Excellent.
Mind. And the other words horror.
Very
Así.
good. Very good. Perfect.
Thank you, teacher.
Excellent. Excellent.
I
Thank
have a
you.
question.
Yes, Tatiana.
What is the meaning for foreign?
Oh, foreign means something that is not in your country, that is from other country. For example, pupusas.
Made in China.
Made in China.
Todas las series chinas.
Excellent. For example, pupusas are from El Salvador, are traditional food. But tacos,
Mexican.
foreign food. Foreign food.
Foreign food.
In Spanish, extranjero.
Excellent. Excellent.
Forajero, o algo así.
Thank you.
Foráneo.
Forastero.
Foráneo.
Foráneo.
Por ahí, por ahí. More questions? No, okay, good. ¿Cómo?
Sí, yo tengo otro. La de I don't understand with explain crazy about.
Crazy about is similar to say I am not like, I don't die for horror movies. Horror movie, no. I am not crazy. For example, a lot of people are crazy for what? For pizza, right? Pizza.
En buen salvadoreño sería, no es algo que, wow, me guste.
Como que me gusta.
Good.
You can say.
Good explain.
En buen salvadoreño sería, no estoy clavada con. No soy clavada.
Yes.
Pues sí, entendí.
But you can say, in this phrase, I am not crazy. But the opposite is, I am crazy. For example, what do you want, pupusas or hamburgers? I am crazy about pupusas. Positive, I am crazy.
Yes.
I love. I am not the opposite. For example, in the case of Jorge's example, right? Jorge complete name, brother. Okay. No le digo, pues. Okay, next activity, please.
Oops.
No problem, brother. It's okay. Verbs. Quickly. Two volunteers. Who said me, teacher?
Me.
Salvador? Very good. And Laila? Okay, two people. Okay, Salvador, 12 verbs. Laila, 12 verbs. Start, brother. Watched.
What? Played. Cooked. Traveled. Sorry.
Looked.
Accepted. Visited. Cleaned. Answered.
Give me the D. Give me the D. Answer.
Answer. Believed.
Believed.
Believed. Brute.
Okay.
Cold.
In the number 11.
Brush.
Brush.
Brush. Brush. Brush. Cold.
Cold.
Cold. Cold.
Excellent. Ahí salió la D.
Cold.
Excellent. Continue, please. Who's next? Laila, right?
Yes.
Changed.
Changed.
Ajá.
Closed.
Ok,
Completed.
Laila, ¿cómo hace la de usted? ¿Cómo hace la D?
D.
Ahí está, ¿eh? Very good, sonriendo, igual que la T. Ajá, continue.
Ay, quiero ver dónde voy.
Closed.
Closed. Completed. Decided. Dressed. Enjoyed. Explained. Fixed.
Repeat.
Explained.
Ajá, explained. Continue.
Explained. Fixed. Happened. Hated. Invented. Invited. Killed.
Killed. Very good. Very good.
Ahí tengo dudas.
Ajá.
Porque es killed o killed. O termina en D.
With D, killed.
Killed. ¿Ahí?
Yes.
Y la otra es en, a ver, invented. ¿Es invented?
Invented is okay. Invented.
Y la otra es invited, right?
Invite, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Ajá, it's very important. Remember, sonriendo. Watched.
Played.
Played. Es la misma posición, solo que con la lengua voy a hacer que en la primera no vibre aquí, ¿ve? For example, accept, visit, pronunciamos visit, visit, visit. Al final, ahora, for example, decide, en presente, decide, aquí, ¿verdad? Watched, played, cooked, traveled. Okay, one verb, one example, please. Salvador, watched. Carla, played. Laila, cooked. Cindy, traveled. Luis, accepted. Jorge, visited. The other person, Belki, cleaned. Helen, answered. Elena, believed. Diane, brushed. Tatiana, cold. Francia, changed. Jacqueline, closed. Completed. Mirna. Gilberto, decided. Allison, dressed. Ellen, enjoyed. Rolando, explained. Sergio, fixed. Gabriela, happened. Sonia, hated. Miguel, invented. Kenya, invited. Herbert, killed. Okay, one verb, one example. Go, please. Oh my goodness, sorry. Start, brother.
Okay. I what? Yesterday. Rosa de Guadalupe.
Okay, change Rosa de Guadalupe. I watched.
I what?
Rosa.
Rosa de Guadalupe.
Yes.
Yesterday.
Very good. Perfect. Next.
I played basketball last night.
Next.
Santiago cooked pizza for the dinner.
Next.
Yesterday, I traveled to my work in the morning.
Next. No looked. Ya, ¿cómo es eso? Ya ven que accepted. Next. Accepted? No? Okay. Visited.
I visited my parents yesterday.
Good. Next.
I cleaned my room yesterday.
Next.
I answered the exam.
Good. Next.
I believed in your lead yesterday.
I believed in what?
In your life yesterday.
Okay. Next.
My wife decided to go to the supermarket today.
Oh, but decided it's six. No. In this moment, brushed.
I brushed my teeth.
Brush or brushed?
Brushed.
Excellent.
I brushed my teeth.
Very good. Next.
I called my mom the last week.
I called my mom or I called my mom?
I called my mom the last week.
Good. Next.
You can complete the phrases.
Repeat.
You can complete the phrases.
Oh, no. In this moment, change.
I changed my cell phone.
Excellent. A lot of money. A lot of money.
I closed my eye.
I closed
I closed my eyes.
my eye. Close your eye.
Give me your hand.
Darling. Do you feel my
Do you feel my
heartbeat?
heart beating?
Do you understand?
Do you feel the same?
Do you feel my only
Me voy a
dream?
caer, hombre, que es demasiado.
Cuidado el chacal, cuidado el chacal.
Güey. Okay, ajá.
Okay, now you can complete the song.
Am I only? Ajá, complete it.
The song.
Oh, I completed the song. Next.
My wife decided to go to the supermarket today.
Excellent, Gilberto. Next.
I dressed with my favorite dress.
Dressed or dressed?
Dress.
Dressed. Very good.
I dressed with my favorite
Excellent,
dress.
excellent, Alison. This verb is complicated. You can, it is more common when you use dressed with get or got. I got dressed with my favorite dress, for example. What you said. But you need to include got. Or you can say, I dressed myself with my favorite dress. Okay. Continue. Enjoyed.
I enjoyed the movie Fast and Furious.
How? Next. Explained.
Okay, I explained how to get to the hospital.
Good job. Next.
Something terrible happened to me yesterday.
Give me 1 second.
Llegamos al karaoke.
Llegó el chacal.
Y se
Profe.
marchó.
Vaya, Gilberto, pues.
Ah. Okay. Okay, next. Laila?
I have a question.
Yeah.
When I use one verb in past, the other verb is with to or ending with ing.
For example?
I decided to go.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. Siempre tiene que llevar el to, vea. No pueden ir los dos verbos,
No.
pasado y base form.
Very good. Forever to.
Okay.
In the case, for example, yes, in the case of decided, perfect example, I decided to. I walked to. I decided to go. I decided to learn. I decided, yes.
Y un ejemplo terminando con ing.
For example, when you use other adverbs or no adverb but prepositions. When you say something like, I am interested about living, about learning. I decided to study English for improving, for going. Most of the time, when you use prepositions like for, about, in, after, at, and when you use certain verbs that use ing, for example, the verb like, what is like? Here, liked. So you can say, I like to cook. When I was a child, I liked cooking. I liked cooking, or I liked to cook. This verb is special because you can use in different ways. Ing or with to. Also loved, right? In the case of needed, 36, no. We needed to go. We needed to study. Yesterday, I needed to visit my parents. I needed to talk to my mom. I needed to discuss.
Thank you.
Okay,
For
Laila?
For example, I decided to walk into my house.
I decided to walk in. Very good. Perfect.
Okay, thank you.
Perfect. Good job. Good job. Good question. What was the last verb we were talking about? Fixed. No. Explained. No explained?
Explain.
Rolando, say it again.
Okay. I explain how to get to hospital.
To the hospital. Good. Fixed. Who is in charge of fixed? Nobody? Everybody. Next. Happened? No happened. Hated? No hated. Invented?
Invented.
Go ahead, brother.
I invented a good drink last night.
Very good. Very good. Excellent example. Next, invited.
I invited my friends to my party.
Good. Killed. Killed?
I killed chicharra.
Very good.
Chicharra.
I killed the chicken for the soap.
For this. Very good, brother. Okay. I One, you two,
Poor
please.
chicken.
Poor chicken, poor chicken. Listen and repeat, please, everybody at home, no microphones, and then we practice this. After this, we go to the book. We have only 40 minutes. Okay, repeat at home, please. Be, was, were. Beat, beat. Become, became. Begin, began. Bet, bet. Bite, beat. Blow, blew. Break, broke. Bring, brought. Build, built. Buy, bought. Catch, caught. Choose, chose. Come, came. Cost, cost. Creep, crept. Cut, cut. Deal, dealt. Do, did. Draw, drew. Dream, dreamt. Drink, drank. Drive, drove. Eat, ate. Fall, fell. Feed, fed. Feel, felt. Fight, fought. Spy, find, found. Flee, fled. Fly, flew. Forget, forgot. Forgive, forgave. Forsake, forsook. Get, got. Give, gave. Go, went. Grow, grew. Hang, hung. Have, had. Hear, heard. Hide, hid. Hit, hit. Hold, held. Hurt, hurt. Keep, kept. Kneel, knelt. Know, knew. Learn, learned. And live, left. Okay, guys, because of the time, let's move on to the next activity. Pay attention to the next activity, please. It's going to be very nice and very easy. I know that you will like it. Pay attention, please. Conversation. Conversation. Work with a partner, read the conversation, then switch roles and read it again. Two volunteers who said, me teacher. Thank you, Francisco. Raise
Me,
your hand,
teacher.
guys, with the reactions.
Me,
Okay.
teacher.
Okay, 3 rounds. Pay attention. Francisco Salvador, round 1. Helen Tatiana, round 2.
Me,
Jacqueline, who's my teacher? Miguel.
Yes.
Okay, in round 3, Miguel with Carla. Okay. Round 1, Francisco Salvador, Helen, Tatiana, Miguel with Carla. Okay.
Okay.
And the last one, Jacqueline with Rolando. Okay.
Me, teacher.
And Gabriela with excellent. A lot of participation in Kenya or Ellen. Excellent participation. Okay. Go ahead, round 1.
Okay. The new material just arrived in the morning. Tell Max that he has to store everything.
Where does he have to store the boxes?
He and Ivan have to store them in the warehouse.
Okay, but there are many boxes. Can they use the lift?
They have to use the lift, but ask and tell the secretary first.
She's going to say the K can use it. Then I'm going to tell Max and Ivan what they have to do.
Very good. Round 2.
The new material just arrived in the morning. Tell Max that he has to store everything.
Where does he have to store the boxes?
He and Ivan have to store them in the warehouse.
Okay, but there are many boxes. Can they use the lift?
They have to use the lift, but ask and tell the secretary first.
She is going to say they can use it. Then I'm going to tell Max and Ivan what they have to do.
Very good. Round 3. Remember, arrived. Okay.
Arrived.
Very good, Helen. Next, round 3.
The new material just arrived in the morning. Text Max that they have to store everything.
Where does I have to start the boxes?
He and Ivan have to store them in warehouse.
Okay, but there are many boxes. Can they use the lift?
They have to use to leave, but as they tell the secretary first.
Yes, going to say they can use it. Then I'm going to tell you, Max and Ivan, what they have to do.
Good. Next, round number 4.
The new material just arrived in the morning. Tell Max that he has to store everything.
Where does he have to store the boxes?
He and Ivan have to store them in the warehouse.
Okay, but there are many boxes. Can they use the lift?
They have to use the lift, but ask and tell the secretary first.
Yeah, she is going to say they can use it. Then I am going to tell Max and Ivan what they have to do.
Good job. Perfect. Okay. Look at this. Has to. Have to. Have to. Have to or have to? Have to. Have to. They have to use. They have to do. They has to. Or have to. After this, has to. Has to. He has to or has to. No problem. It's okay. What is that? Max, read the conversation again and circle the correct answer. Max and Ivan have to or has to?
Has to.
Have to.
Have to.
Have to.
Have to. Have to.
Have to.
Have to.
Why have to?
It's two persons.
We have two persons or two people?
Two persons.
Two people.
Two people. Aaron.
We are talking about them.
We are talking about them. Aaron doesn't have to, or Aaron does
Has to.
Has
to.
Has
Has
to.
to. Has to.
Has to.
Has to.
Yes, has to.
Aaron have to store.
Max.
Tell Max that he has to store everything. And he and Ivan have to store
And
everything.
Ivan, but
They have to use the lift. So Aaron is an obligation for Aaron to help or no?
No.
No. So
Doesn't have to.
doesn't have to help in the store. It's not an obligation. If he wants to help, it's optional.
Yeah.
But the responsibility is Max and Ivan.
Max
They are,
and Ivan, yeah.
they are responsible at all,
Yes.
optional. Okay, number 3, Sam doesn't
Sam
have to
doesn't
or
have
doesn't
to.
has to. Have to or
Doesn't has to.
remember, remember we
Does not.
It's the same to the
Doesn't have
arrow.
to.
Oh, doesn't have to.
doesn't have to.
Sam doesn't have.
Because they are using the.
Has to is not correct in this case
correct.
because we have auxiliary.
Yes.
So the auxiliary doesn't
All right. It's
and the
have.
verb,
to.
excellent, the verb normal. For
Normal.
example, my mother doesn't go.
Go.
Doesn't goes.
No.
Number 4, the
The
secretary
secretary
have to or
has
has
to.
to.
Has
Has
to.
Has
to.
to.
Has
Has
to.
to.
Has to say
Teacher,
the
why has to? Third person,
Third person.
excellent.
yes.
Teacher, but have to, has to. What is that, teacher? What is that? In this moment, no problem.
Teacher,
Yes, brother?
what's the meaning of have to or has to?
Excellent, brother. In this moment, I give you the answer. Good question, good question. Okay. We use have to or has to for obligations. Obligations. The activities that are your obligation. Maybe morally, or it's your obligation because it's part of your job. If you don't do that, bad consequences. It is not optional. No options.
No.
I have to.
To.
My brother has to. In the negative, pay attention. Pay attention because this is have to. The negative is don't have to.
Have to.
In this specific case, have to is for obligations. Okay, no problem. Don't have to is not a prohibition. For example, I have to, if I imagine I say, I have to speak English all the time. It's my obligation. Yeah. But imagine the supervisor of INSAFOR. INSAFOR supervisor in the class. The supervisor, in this case, has to. Doesn't. The negative of has to, doesn't have to. The supervisor doesn't have to speak in the class, doesn't have to speak English. The message is not a prohibition. No. The message is not an obligation. It's your decision. If you want to do it, no problem. If you don't want to, it's okay. Yes. For example, in my house, I have to, for example, I have to help my family. This is my obligation. I have to help my family, my mom, my dad. I have to help my family. I don't have to help my best friends. I don't have to help my best friend. It's not my obligation. But if I want to help, no problem. But it's not an obligation.
Yeah.
Yes. So this is not a prohibition. You don't have to. No, you don't have to. No, you have to is your decision. Imagine one student in the class. Teacher, I don't have laptop for the class. I don't have the laptop for the class. No, relax, take it easy. You don't have to use a laptop for the class. You don't have to use a laptop for the class. If you want to use the laptop, no problem. But you
want to
cell phone,
cell phone,
iPad, computer, a laptop is only laptop, no. Cell phone, computer, iPad, I don't know. Tablets. So I am saying it is not necessary the laptop. But if you want, no problem. Okay?
Okay.
So teacher, and the prohibition? The prohibition is this, look.
No.
Mustn't.
Awesome.
This is other topic. In this level, no. But mustn't is similar to no. No, 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 no. For example, imagine that you are in the bank, Agricola Bank, and then, hello, hi, and the security guard, please, you mustn't speak in the bank. And then, okay, I'm sorry, yes. Prohibition. Imagine what? You go to the swimming pool. And in the swimming pool, you are smoking. And then, no, you mustn't smoke in the swimming pool or eating in the swimming pool. So must. But imagine don't have to is like it is not necessary. If you want to, continue. Okay, look at this explanation. I have to store these packages, obligation. They have to take everything to the warehouse, obligation. We have to ask for permission. The truck driver has to bring the material. He has to use the lift. All of them, obligations. Negatives, okay, in the negative. I don't have to store these packages. It's not my obligation, not necessary. They don't have to take everything to the warehouse. We don't have to ask for permission. The truck driver doesn't have to bring the material. This is an error. This is an error. Doesn't have to. Have to. He doesn't have to use the lift. Okay. Change. Okay. In this moment, together, let's complete exercise 5. The company buy new material. Have to. Look, have to or don't have to, doesn't have to. Help me, number 1, please. The company
Have to buy new material.
has to because company 1 has to buy
New material.
new material.
New material.
Your partners is plural. Your partners
Have
to.
to
Have
pile up
Have to
containers.
pile up
pile up
containers.
container.
The agents look negative, not
Not.
sign.
Okay, the
The
agent
agents
Doesn't have
oh,
to sign the letter.
don't have to. Agent
doesn't have to.
Okay.
Agent.
don't have to sign.
Letter.
What is the meaning of
Letter.
sign?
Firmar.
Firmar, very good. So pay attention to number 3.
Mr. Bonilla.
Number 3. The agents don't have to sign the letter. It is not. It is not necessary to. But if they want to, no problem.
No problem.
Number 4. Mr. Bonilla.
Ah,
Has to design new models.
Has to, very good.
has to
Design new models.
new model.
The group, look in
Group
parentheses, not work.
not
Negative.
work.
The group doesn't.
The group
Doesn't have to
doesn't
work until
work.
late.
have to work
Have to work
until late.
until late.
Not necessary, but if they want to continue working. For example, in your case, you don't have to work on Sundays. You don't have to work. It's not your obligation. I don't know, right? It's an example. You don't have to work on Sundays. You have to work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, sometimes Saturday, I don't know.
Sometimes.
But Sunday, you don't have to.
Yeah.
But if you want, go ahead. Or if you need a meeting, an emergency meeting.
No.
Okay. In this moment, please, together forever and ever, we're going to work here in the next activity. Give me 1 second. Okay, now yes. In groups, have to, has to, don't have to, yes, no, forever, tomorrow. Gilberto, can you read this, please? How to use it?
How to use it. Use how to when you think it is necessary to do something or are obligated to do it. In negative sentence, it means it is not necessary to do it. Example.
It is not necessary. Continue. I have to.
Example. I have to do my homework. You don't have to work tomorrow. Sandra has to go to the dentist. She doesn't have to go now.
A structure. Continue. Affirmative sentences.
A structure. Affirmative sentences. I, you, we, they have to work. He, she, it has to work.
Negative.
Negative sentence. Use don't or doesn't. I, you, we, they don't have to work. He, she, it doesn't have to work. Interrogative sentence. Use do or does. Do I, you, we, they have to work? Yes, I do. No, I don't. Does he, she, it have to work? Yes, she does. No, he doesn't. WH questions. WH questions. What do you have to do tomorrow? I have to work. What does she have to do tonight? She has to do her homework.
Very good. Okay, this exercise in groups, please. Activity 1, complete the gaps with have to, don't have to, has to, doesn't have to. El apóstrofe es el que está a la par del cero, este, ¿ve? Este que se ve así recto. Si yo le pongo la tilde, es así, ve, inclinada. Puede ser que así no se los tome bueno. Entonces, cuando escriban don't, ese, el apóstrofe recto, así. Ok. Very good. I copy the link. I send the link in the chat. And I share it in WhatsApp as well. You have for this activity 8 minutes. Different groups. Let's go.
They have to.
Ellos. Sería have, sí, have to.
Have to. Or My friends have to get up early, creo.
My friends, hablando siempre de ellos.
Ah, Carolina has to clean. Espérame, que tengo, que no lo puedo abrir. Quiero ver si yo les puedo, que no me deja abrirlo. Ese, ok.
Has. Sería, ¿verdad? De Carolina. Has to.
Sí, le voy a compartir pantalla, espérame. Quiero ver si lo, que no me dejaba. Quiero ver. Ahorita. Quiero ver. Ok, ahí sí. La número 1 es have to. Dos.
Are sweetly. They
My
have
friend.
work this summer. My friends have to get up early tomorrow because it's Sunday.
Caroline.
Caroline
has
to
to
has to clean
clean
her car.
her car.
Children is plural.
Children
Is plural, yes.
Plural.
Yes.
Sorry.
Have to.
Children have to work. They have to go to school.
El 6 is have to, right? I have to go
Espérame.
to the
I
doctor.
have to go to the
No.
doctors.
Yes, ¿verdad?
Peter have to
Have to.
read.
Has to.
The
The
woman has
letter-
to? No,
No.
es have to.
Tercera persona. Es, ajá.
Women
Has to.
is plural.
The woman
Ah, es cierto. Tienes toda
Yeah.
la razón. Have to.
Okay.
to carry
You have to.
those bags. You have to get up early tomorrow. You want to be there at 7.
Has.
My father
Has.
important store manager.
He has to.
He has to travel a lot.
You
You
Have.
have to do
You have. Sí, have.
ironing. I do it for you.
Ironing.
When you iron,
so she has.
What is ironing?
I don't
Con
know.
ironía, tal vez.
Ironing. I love ironing. Ironing.
Ironía, no sé.
Ironing. Ironing.
Has to work class. Okay, example. Siempre es have to y have, vea. Have to y have to.
Has to.
Lisa.
What is
Computer wise.
Lisa
cut
cut
the
the
grass.
grass.
Computer
No,
grass.
Lisa
Tom,
no
No, Tom sí.
Lisa doesn't.
doesn't
Have to.
have to
Luego wash the
wash
car.
the car.
Doesn't.
No,
Doesn't have to.
Doesn't. Doesn't have to wash the car.
Tom, yes.
Tom
Tom,
cut
Yes.
the grass. Tom
has
Tom
to
has
Has
to.
to.
Make a cake.
make a cake. Tom,
No,
no.
Doesn't have to.
Tom.
Yes.
Tidy the room.
Tom,
Yes. 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 Los
Los
dos.
dos, ¿verdad?
yes.
Yes.
Sí, los dos, yes.
Tom has to. Porque
Has
solo
to.
la,
Sí.
Tom has to tidy the bedroom. Lisa make a cake.
Yes. Has
Has
to.
to make a cake too.
Make a cake.
Yo creo que está todo, ¿verdad?
Yes, a ver. Watch the picture.
Match the picture to the activities.
¿Cómo?
¿Lisa le de comer al perro? Sí.
Pero match the picture to the-
Creo que tienes que poner, espérame,
Al
walk
número.
the dog,
o con-
4. walk the dog, creo que ahí es 4.
Cuatro.
En ajá. Ese ella es Lisa.
No.
Do the
Do the
story.
homework, yes.
No.
Ah,
Do the homework, ¿verdad? Ajá,
yes,
sería
sería 2.
2. Make a cake.
Make a cake.
Number 1.
Pero,
¿Sí?
ese es clean. Ah, no, set the table, creo.
Set the table.
No,
Oh,
Get the wet.
ah,
Tie the bedroom. Es el último, ¿eh?
that is the
ah,
bedroom.
sí. Luego, wash the car, es esto. ¿O no?
Wash the... No
Sí,
veo bien
¿verdad?
el dibujito.
No
No,
se aprecia bien.
bueno,
Pero digamos que es
creo que sí.
el que más se relaciona.
Sí.
Luego sería set the table, creo que está.
Yeah.
Number 6. And
Este creo que es 35.
study
Let's
story.
do the history.
Yes. And cut the grass.
7.
Number 7. Ok.
A
¿Están de
ver.
acuerdo en todo? Para que
Estamos de
lo
acuerdo.
veamos.
Sí.
Ok.
Tengo fe.
Terminado.
Tenemos.
I am faith.
10. Bien.
¿A dónde dice? Yo no
Tanto
vi.
arriba,
Ah,
tanto.
sí.
Acá, acá.
Ya
Hacerle captura y
entendí.
le poner los nombres.
Teacher,
Se fue.
Creo que no.
hay que subirlo
Hello,
al grupo.
hello. Yes, yes. Take a photo and send it in the group
Okay.
Ok.
Tu WhatsApp.
in WhatsApp.
Y poner los nombres. Ponga los
Yes,
nombres.
write the name.
Ok. Ahorita. Déjenme terminar de compartir. Sería.
Helen,
Ok, sería Helen.
Francisco.
Rolando y Francisco.
Helen.
Va, entonces he, she, it es has y I, you, we, they have, ¿verdad?
Terceras
Sí.
personas have.
Has. She, he,
Y
she,
los
it
otros have. Solo en la negación van siempre have.
doesn't have to.
Martínez Solorza, ¿no es verdad, Rolando?
Sí, Francisco. Gracias.
Sí. And
What is the pronunciation of obligate?
¿cuál?
Oblique. Algo así decía en en una oración que vi, pero no entendí. No sé cómo pronunciar.
Obligation. Obligate.
No, es que decía Obliged.
Obliged.
Ah, oblige.
Flashed.
Oblige.
Obliged. Everybody finished? Everybody finished? No?
No, teacher.
No, teacher.
The
The last one.
Okay. 3 minutes more?
Please.
Yes, please.
Sería las 7 y la 9. 7 y 9.
7 y 9. Entonces sí sería doesn't. You
No.
doesn't have to get up.
Ujú.
Doesn't.
Porque fueron las que, bueno, en mi caso me salieron malas ahorita que lo hice.
Pero estaría bien porque, bueno, podríamos.
Entonces, la 9 es doesn't.
La 9 tendría que ser doesn't have to.
Ok,
Y la
solo
7
esa.
sería don't have to.
Don't
Sí.
have to.
Porque quiero ver, Peter. ¿Dónde está la historia de Peter? No, es que Peter no está acá.
No, Peter, no.
Sí, no
No
tiene
está.
historia.
Ok, ¿lo envío?
Espera. Peter estudia muchos
Hacen.
libros porque él estudia literatura. La literatura lleva muchos libros. Ahí está el problema. Peter has to. La literatura sí tiene bastantes libros.
Has to.
Sí, has to.
Ok.
Y la 9
Ahí.
tendría que ser you have to get up. Tú te tienes que levantar temprano mañana si tú quieres. Ahí está el problema. You have to get up early tomorrow if you want to be there at 7.
Out. Ujú. Se tiene
Está.
que levantar temprano para llegar a las 7.
Exactamente. Y en la otra, ahí estaba el problema. No sé por qué no me había ido hasta la parte de literatura. Ok, ahora sí, envíalo. Ujú.
Esa parte hizo falta, la última.
No, no, puro. ¿Cuál parte
No.
última? Ah,
Donde están
no,
las
no.
caricaturas.
Ah, no lo hicimos.
Che, hey. Bueno, un
Bueno,
8.
hago recorte y le decimos a él
Sí,
Sí,
envíelo, please.
listo.
que no nos percatamos de la.
No, yo por eso decía qué parte de abajo, qué parte de abajo.
Y yo no. Sus nombres, Salvador.
Salvador and Sergio.
Sí.
Sergio and Mirna. Te voy a agregar la nota de una sola vez.
Sí.
Está bien.
Ujú. ¿Y cómo se hacía esta última parte? Mm. Bueno, vamos a hacer algo muy bonito.
¿Qué?
Mientras no nos llaman. Espérame.
Ok.
Vamos a hacer llegar al 10. Va, match the picture to the activity. Sería acá. ¿Pero cuál es esta? Tidy the
Match the
verb.
picture.
Watch the car, make home. Macha las imágenes con las actividades. Este sería make a cake. Tidy the bedroom. Y esta. No entiendo.
Wash the car.
Watch the car.
Yes.
¿Qué?
Crash.
¿Esta?
No
Is,
alcanzo a verlo.
is,
Sí. ¿No tiene?
Es como una pizza.
Ajá.
Ok, no sé.
Set the table. Sí, set the
no.
table. Set the table.
Cut the glass. No.
No, set the table.
No, set the table.
Sí.
Okay.
Este sería do the homework. ¿Y cuántos son? 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Este sería cut the grass. Ah,
Le
este.
falta la primera que es la 4.
Ujú. La
Wall
primera
the
es la
dog.
4.
Ajá, 4.
Y
Wall the
esta
dog.
última
Es
sería
Study Story 5.
history, 5. Así. 4, 2, 1, 8, 3, 6, 5, 7.
Haga el recorte de esa última parte y me la adjunta.
Vamos a ver.
Porque así le va a
Sí,
dar.
sí, exacto. Igual el teacher está acá. Teacher, con esto
Entonces,
llegamos al 10, no nos habíamos percatado.
Ah,
haga
okay.
haga el recorte y me la agrega. Solo
No
la
problem.
partecita de abajo.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay, thank you.
You think your photos, really appreciate. Wow, time is over. Thank you very much for being in class, for your effort. I know that you should be sleepy, tired, but thank you because you're doing a great job. Tomorrow we continue practicing. You prepare some conversations. We practice with the book, verbs and everything.
Practice.
Excellent. So far, so good. See
Thank
you
you.
tomorrow.
See you
Bye-bye.
tomorrow. Bye
Bye.
bye.
Bye,
Good
teacher.
night.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Good